Hi there. So do you have a problem with this lack of timeline? Do you get frustrated that with this lockdown, we don't actually know when there's going to be an end to it? So when are we going to see our friends and family again? When are we going to be able to pop to a coffee shop? When are we going to be able to go back to the cinema, embrace the shops, feel like we've got a normal life again? This never-endingness is a really uncomfortable phase, and I can see why it's causing so many people so much anxiety. But that really parallels with how you can often feel in recovery, this sense that you're going through all this hardship, upheaval, uncomfortableness, and just not knowing when it's going to end. And I know I went through that with recovery. I know I went through the stage of the bloatedness, the feeling of constant sort of fatigue and feeling like I'm just eating forever, and when is it all going to stop? When is it going to even out? When are the voices in my mind about my body shape? When is all that going to change? The answer is that duration isn't the same for everyone, just as we can't really predict the end to the lockdown. You can't predict necessarily the end point to your own recovery. You can't know the exact date you're going to wake up and it all feels magically better. So what can you do? Well, just as in lockdown, you can choose to do a day by day, week by week goal or some kind of focus to keep you going. That's exactly the same way as you need to be in recovery. You need to take each day at a time, put small steps along the road to make it that little bit easier. So if that's, by this time next week, I will have achieved the sense of being able to make one more meal for myself, increase snack consumption, and through lockdown, have one more conversation today. Whatever it is that gets you through day by day, week by week, month by month, what really doesn't help any of us is to look at that long duration, that long sense of when is it all going to end. Chunk it down, make it into bite sizes, make it feel like it's slightly more achievable. So that period of frustration can be a little bit more tolerable. And then before you know it, actually that time goes away from you much, much quicker. You're ticking off those times far faster than you thought might be possible. So if lockdown is feeling like hell for you today, if recovery is feeling hard for you, what will it feel like this time next week? What can you have got through this time next week? If that's getting a puzzle done, if that's reading a next chapter of a book, if that's making, a cake for somebody, whatever that might be that just gets you through that next phase, chunk it down, make it into small pieces, make it achievable. Hope that helps a little bit. Have a good day.